Hello everyone, welcome to my Fallout Minutemen HQ Sanctuary build. I've been working on this build for quite a long time, and it was purposely built for my main playthrough 4 that I was going to do on Twitch. However, with the new recent updates that Fallout is going to be getting a next-gen update, which means that all my mods are going to pretty much break. So it means I'm going to have to completely wipe my game clean, so I've not been able to purpose this build and this playthrough anymore. But I put so much time into building up my sanctuary for my playthrough. I figured I may as well show you. So this is my main headquarters, as you can see right here. This was going to be the acting operational front for the Minutemen. In my headcanon, you know, I'm the Minutemen General at this point. This little box here is people can donate their tribute to the Minutemen, to the cause. I still live in this house, of course, as my Nate character. I, you know, still live here, still do my thing. And the way I've decorated this house, it's set to like, so my character that I'm playing as right now, in my headcanon, I'm both the courier from Fallout New Vegas, and I'm the general of the Minutemen here. Now, to explain that, I've got a cool thing I'm going to show you in a minute, but I like to think in my head that I went to New Vegas and got a bunch of fiends and got a bunch of you know, great cons, and gave them a bunch of spray cans and paid them a bunch of caps to just go, hey, could you go and spray paint the fuck out of my house and just do some art pieces on my house? So, you know, like, I got a little arcade room. This right here is my teleport to New Vegas. So that explains, you know, why I've got all these New Vegas assets here in Sanctuary. Is I've literally got a teleporter that leads me directly to New Vegas. Of course, you know, in terms of canon and lore, that's not really possible. This is my garage that you've got here, you know, so wherever I set up my kit, you know, I store all of my junk, work on my power armor. I've got this cool little, the way that door opens. And up top, this isn't my residence, this is a Minutemen sort of like speech area, you know, like the little headquarters, so like a command room, but also a place where I can address the soldiers, the members of the Minutemen. And as you can see, when we get upstairs, this is the command center, so we've got like the war room with a table in the middle. This is where I conduct all my operations, you know, with all the Minutemen, with all the generals. This area was going to be my museum for all the things that I do in my playthrough, but, you know, I never got round to actually really playing through the game too much. But the whole idea was to rebuild the American Minutemen, a bit like through my my Xbox playthrough that I did a couple of builds on. But I spent so much time building up this place, and it's a shame that I'm not going to be able to use it for my playthrough. Right here's my Minutemen barracks. So, like, this is where all the Minutemen reside when they're not, you know, trying to take over the Commonwealth from the Raiders and the Gunners. They got their own little bunks, their own lockers, very militaristic styled, obviously. And what's a Minutemen headquarters and without a massive armory that's protected, concreted? It's got a giant metal door on it. It's got security, you know, so you have to put in the password to the computer to unlock all this. And then inside, you know, I've got some gizmos and weaponry and armor. I did the Point Lookout DLC mod, and you know, I collected a bunch of weapons, so I put them all on display here. So in my current playthrough, the only thing I've really done is the Point Lookout like the Point Lookout mod. This here's a little area to store some of my other bits. I've got an elevator that leads to this next bit. Now this next bit is like my robot construction area. This is where I construct all my robots for the Automaton DLC. I just thought I put a lot of time and effort into this. It looks really cool. It's like a little scientific headquarters. It's where all the Minutemen conduct all the science research, and they research all the tech. And yeah, up top of this as well, we've got like this really interesting little location where it's like it overlooks the whole area, you know. So if I've got guards posted up, the guards will sit up here and observe the whole area. Also, a really good sniper nest up here, so you know, like if anyone's trying to break in, or like you can see for miles from the top of this little area up here, which is cool. I always thought. Like I said, the whole place is concreted in, so I wanted to have this idea of, you know, I'm all this armor, all this weaponry is protected, and if you're gonna protect a place like this, you're gonna need a lot of tools and stuff for the job, right? This is a little store that I've got here, a little local store here in Sanctuary. I didn't really do too much with this store. It's really two prefabs just put together. I never got to decorate it really, and I couldn't really get any of the residents to stand at the checkout, so I ended up just sort of leaving it. But I do have a little shooting gallery in the back for like shooting competitions, you know, to train up the soldiers as well. I just figured this would be an interesting thing. The only annoying bit about this is all of the locals in the area just seem to like come over and shoot all the fucking time so like I don't really like it. But I've also got this little arena, you know, like right here, so like whenever people want to settle their differences, or let's say there's a competition, here is my graveyard for all of my because it's a Minutemen playthrough and I'm playing with the FCOM mod. I do get quite attached to some of my characters, so my whole idea was to build a couple of these gravestones in these areas, and like whenever I would lose a really good companion, I would put them here, and anything that I've remembered them, like a cowboy hat or power armor, I'd stick them over here. So I wanted to build this little area to sort of honor my companions. I've got a little helipad over here for my vertibird, for when I do vertibird stuff. I've got a checkpoint. I like to call this an airlock. A lot of Rust people will know that. Or DayZ players. I sort of got the idea from when I played DayZ. And obviously the whole of Sanctuary is secure, it is walled off. And yeah, that's really it really. I might start making more of these, who knows, we'll see, but have a good day.